theory of evolution is the simplest theory known in biology so far. It took a long time to be accepted, and even now only 1% of us believe that it holds true. Let us take an example of the same at the DNA level. DNA, our blueprint, has some very interesting elements called jumping elements. These patches of DNA, these DNA sequences, they jump around in the genome. Drosophila, the model organism, used to study inheritance, genetics, and many more, has one such very interesting element known as P element. Now just imagine, jumping gene is similar to a kid which is full of energy, a very young kid. What would happen if a kid is jumping around the house which is very tightly organized, very neatly organized? Yes, a lot of disorder. Similarly, when such elements jump around, it adds a lot of spice to the monotony of the cell and thus the organism in itself. Now, why are we studying these elements? P element of Drosophila is interesting and has been studied extensively because it can make the Drosophila male sterile and crippled. A cross-species cousin of P element is known in humans and zebrafish. However, we do not know so far whether similar thing can happen in humans or zebrafish. A big relief so far. Yes, these elements actually code for proteins, which are known as transposases. Now, we are not going to use these proteins and put them into protein shakes and become energetic all of a sudden, but we are trying to study if these protein molecules actually love their siblings a lot. That means, do they tend to go around with one another, which is a commonly known process called protein oligomerization, which helps in its function in the cell, or it requires a positive selection pressure where a GTP molecule has to go and bind to the protein and then help it function. So this is what we are looking into. It could be a very valid thought if any one of you would say, why do we study these? Because we know so far that it cannot make human males sterile and thus we cannot come up with birth control pills for males. Yeah, unfortunately we cannot so far, but instead what we can do by studying these is to look into the process of evolution across species of these jumping genes or jumping elements, and at the same time try understand the importance of existence of such elements across species, because so far we know that cells are very smart. They actually don't keep any junk in them. Thank you.